Hey guys, welcome back. So, I just came straight from the movie theater, and this time I actually made some notes. So, based on the comments that I received from for last video, so I'll try to stick to what I have written. And yeah, so I just finished watching the movie Spider-Man Brand New Day. It is. And if you're wondering, whether it's worth your time, here's my complete spoiler free review. So let's dive into the review. So, yeah, so first, basic movie info, as we always say. Movie Spider Man Brand New Day, which just released today. And the director, Destin Daniel Cretton, did a fantastic job uh, for this, and I was like, yeah, it's so good. We'll get into that. And then our hero, Tom Holland, returns as Peter Parker, and alongside Zendaya, John Bernthal, Florence Pugh, Mark Ruffalo, and obviously Sadie Sink, and his friend Ned. So, and the movie runtime is 2 hours 25 minutes with a post credit scene, end credit, I would say. And then, yeah, so right before we dive into the review, welcome to Unfiltered with Bobby. If you are a new subscriber, please do subscribe, and you'll be getting a review every week for a brand new film. So, yeah, let's stick to the spoiler free summary. And I mean, I was actually thinking, so how to put it spoiler free, because many leaks have come. I wouldn't say leaks, reveals. So I'll just elaborate the story. So Spider-Man Brand New Day takes place after Spider-Man's No Way Home's actions and consequences, and it explores an isolated, grief-stricken Peter Parker dealing with physical genetic crisis, like 4 years after No Way Home, where he lives alone with no friends, no Aunt May, and so he just lives in exile, and fights for crime full time, and so this leads to his mutating much faster. So, and then, like, obviously to protect his loved ones, he like he'll be, watching Ned and MJ through their lives through social media, but refuses to make contact. And this intense stress of his lonely lifestyle and a continuous, like, full-time superhero work triggers a rapid physical change that begins altering his DNA, between, man and spider, as we all seen in the trailer, where his eyes turn black. So the core conflict is that, unlike previous multiverse heavy plots and, critic highlights and stuff, the central part is very grounded, emotionally, story driven about grief, trauma, and the necessity of friendship. So, to just conclude it in like one line, I would say Peter Parker is a teenager who has nobody, who used to have everyone but lost everyone in order to protect their lives, and the trauma that he faces alone every single day is the ultimate movie plot. And yeah, I think I stick to the spoiler free summary there. And so, coming back to what I liked, so the story, for the first time after, the past few films of Marvel, I would say I really like the story in this one, where they wouldn't push any scene to its very end and then start a new one. Like, initially they start with Peter showing the stages of mutation, and then, like, showing his life work around, and then we all saw that Bruce Banner Hulk will be there. So He is a professor, and Peter is not a student anymore. So and then yeah, so first part mainly revolves around Peter and showing the mutations, what's happening, and all that stuff. And then the second half is the major plot, I would say, for the entire movie, and for the upcoming editions of Marvel, like which can be Secret Wars, Doomsday, and I'm also looking forward to uh, Endgame re-release. So and performance, it's mostly it revolves around Tom Holland, and even though Zendaya was there, like everyone did their part. Um, Everyone did exceptional, and then the supporting cast, and so Frank Castle did a fantastic job, and I really liked they kind of show what if Peter and like Frank, what if they're brothers. So the emotional relationship that they had is very good, and then they also kind of showed an emotional relationship between another character, Detective Jean DeWolf. So which is also good. Like I really liked it, being her Peter's sole civilian contact, an NYPD inspector who constantly pushes him to like bring a balance to his personal life and work life balance. And then yeah, so I wouldn't say like there aren't many comedy scenes. I mean, the story is like perfectly driven, so even if they would have included it, I wouldn't feel they were like justified and natural. So yeah, and then the action scenes, I mean, the action scene with the hand, which we saw in the trailer, the full extent which I saw in the movie right now is fantastic. Like literally mind blown. So it is well choreographed, and also the other fights are like similar, like very less time, but the main fight would be with the hand, which we saw in the end of the trailer. And then yeah, there were emotional scenes, and I wouldn't say they are too emotional, but yeah, they'll get you driven. And then the yeah, BGM, there is a surprise, and I think I haven't noticed it in the trailer, but it looks good and fresh. We all will feel like that's the iconic Spider-Man BGM. Dun, dun, dun. And there is nothing to say that this particular track didn't work in the film. I don't know. I feel like it's a hit or a miss with Florence Pugh, but it all depends upon I think they are just trying to reintroduce the characters after a series of flops. So yeah, this is my just unfiltered take, guys. So if you think there is something like wrong, or did I just say, please to let me know in the comments. I'll just trying to do better. And yeah, so there is nothing like slow pacing, weak writing, and editing issues, and I can definitely say that you won't be predicting the second half after watching the first half. It will definitely come as a surprise, and I don't want to say anything more than that at this point. So, and also there isn't, as I said, there is nothing like a forced comedy, so which is kind of good to some extent. And yeah, so overall, I would say like I'm going to give this movie a solid 9 stars out of 10, because I enjoyed the performances, and I'll definitely be looking for the next, solo Spider-Man, or if he's in the Doomsday or Secret Wars. So yeah, so yeah, as I said, the first half revolves around Peter's, rapidly evolving mutations, and then the second part is the actual plot for the film. So I don't want to say anything else, because many people don't know out there the actual spoiler that came out. So I don't want to reveal anything at this point. If you have already watched the movie by the time you watch this review, please do mention it in the comments. And then this is absolutely worth watching in theaters with your family, especially if you have got kids. Please take them. This is worth your buck. So, I mean, what Marvel movie is not like? So, I do watch all of them even on OTT when they gets. So, yeah. So, as I was saying, like, if you already watched the movie, let me know your thoughts in comments. And but please try to keep it spoiler free, because this is just the first day, and yeah, so that should be it. And I highly, as people are already interested in it, but from my, unfiltered take, if you haven't, subscribed yet, please do go ahead and do it. See you in the next one. Thank you.